Salve, salve, galerinha! Trazendo mais vídeo pro canal. Galerinha, hoje nós vamos estar jogando aqui o Genshin Impact. E no vídeo de hoje nós vamos estar fazendo aqui a missão lendária, né? Nós tivemos a nova atualização aí, 2.5, e foi liberado pra gente duas missões lendárias. Vou mostrar aqui pra vocês. Uma missão lendária da Shogun, né, Raiden, e a outra da Yaimiko. Só que pra gente liberar isso aqui, a gente vai precisar fazer da Shogun primeiro, né? O capítulo de Imperatrix Umbrosa, ato 2. Nós já liberamos aqui, precisamos de uma chave para poder liberar essa daqui. E essa daqui a gente vai precisar de uma chave também, né? Então, aqui a gente tendo uma chave, a gente já consegue aí liberar essa missão. Outra coisa é que essa missão, para a gente ser liberado, a gente precisa preencher alguns pré-requisitos. Eu vou estar mostrando aqui para vocês. Que fala sobre os novos personagens, novos eventos, nova missão de histórias aqui. Nova missão de histórias, missão lendária, Shogun Raiden, capítulo De Imperatrix, não. Aqui, para a gente poder desbloquear essa missão, a gente tem que ter ranking de aventura nível 40 ou superior e ter concluído aí a missão do Arconte, capítulo 2, ato 3, onipresença sobre os mortais. Ter concluído também a missão lendária do Shogun Raiden, capítulo Imperatrix Umbrosa, ato 1, né? Que foi a missão lendária anterior a essa. Então, já passado aí, né, o que a gente precisa para poder participar dessa missão, eu já queria pedir para o pessoal deixar aquele like, se inscrever no canal caso você não seja inscrito. Vídeo todos os dias, ative aí o sininho das notificações para você receber a notificação dos vídeos. Queria agradecer o pessoal que está se inscrevendo no canal, o pessoal está deixando aqueles comentários. E vamos aqui, né, dar início à nossa missão lendária. Eu tô apertando o G, eu tava jogando Lost Ark. No Lost Ark o G fala, né, com os NPCs. Geralmente o Genshin Impact ele tem umas histórias, né, muito bem feitas.
Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commit.
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Hounds are attacking the roots of the sacred sakura.
Rift Hounds?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers. The sacred sakura is of tremendous importance to Ina's good. Then you can see...
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to... You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Hound appearances have been recently reported.
Relax. We'll be back before you can...
Ok, a gente vai ter que caçar uns monstros. Então tá, ela deu uma localização pra gente. Lembrando que esses cachorros das fendas são os inimigos que eu mais odeio enfrentar. Ok. O bicho tá cheio de bichão aí. Algum apareceu.
Shogun? Wait.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
I'm making early preparations. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. I considered this matter worthy of my attention. So I pursued... If the Shogun, rather than...
Why? Because she's...
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil. And the Rift Hounds, their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe, but an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, from the traces they've left in the surrounding area...
Vamos lá.
I feel so safe. Oh, yeah.
Ela vai entrar no grupo temporariamente.
Color. It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Ali em cima. Aqui. Aqui.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it... Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? What? Oh,
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this.
what happened?
Who are you? Run quick while you still can. We will defend Inazuma. You beasts and horrifying monsters are every last...
But look!
Not right now. But they'll be back. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely... I don't know how long...
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... You're back. Please, we beg you. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please.
Calm down.
Over.
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft... There are no monsters.
What? But how? I saw them tear my comrade to shreds.
Hey, calm down.
I think I understand. Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
Ele percebeu que tá morto. Será que a árvore ela se alimenta, né,
He's gone.
Paimon can...
If I am not
O
mistaken,
pessoal morre, né, entra no fluxo da terra.
and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory.
Ah, tá.
Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
So the memories of the ones that died?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. But my friend, Kitsune Saigu, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. she would shoulder the response. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both...
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as...
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like... But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined.
Hey,
Yes. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was... But... after my clash with human ambition, I thought long enough. When I traveled or moving forward, just think of that soldier. Despite all those who sacrificed themselves back then, gave their lives fighting for a future. As Inazuma's god, it is high time. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood, I will never forget you.
he's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on.
Ok, vamos continuar investigando. E ali vai ter mais combate aqui.
As expected, there are a load of rift hounds here too. Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well,
You are unduly... Although I have some understanding of... I must be prepared for anything.
makes sense. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. Hey, the same light is leaking out
Vai
again.
aparecer mais almas. Vai o cego.
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon?
Fighting a battle in a distant land sounds like...
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He, though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be... It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has... I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current... After all, it's quite a mess out.
What should we do?
I see. So, they have... Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it's... And now the Almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason... Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I People flee up at me. I have no such thoughts. The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no... So you see,
Perhaps...
it won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has... Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until... Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, the Almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the... One moment, I'll just... I hope the others didn't...
Can't see it.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have...
Don't worry about it. Take...
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No. Your humble servant
This place is... complicated. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I can't decide whether it's a final regret...
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but...
Vamos teleportar, né?
rain.
I'm also feeling
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer...
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with...
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat.
Right.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent so, in the vast majority of cases, the one he may well have had an inkling about there being two right in the philosophy of life that he shared with us just now. That was
You and Makoto had pretty...
Indeed we did. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were they are similar. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light now. It seems like
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the...
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, an ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly
That's...
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity? I suppose what it comes down to is the Yes, it does. I always... But in the last analysis...
Do you feel you're starting to...
You have already witnessed my previous views on... But now...
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind.
It's all good, sir.
Let us return.
Ok, vamos voltar lá. Será que ele já foi embora?
Hey, where'd he go? He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself.
Or perhaps...
So, we didn't even have a chance...
The information held in the ley lines is complex and... Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. I've watched Furuya... The tea is ready. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. I've been reminded of many people, too. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed...
She died in that disaster, too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar... But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or... perhaps... Yes. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. So all I could do was enter. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she... It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, when I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, no one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. In the end, I simply had to accept, with the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able.
This is all really hard to understand.
Yes. She had I once told myself that I would never speak of these, but even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that...
Brother? You mean to say that he was so...
Based on what we've learned so far?
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing, and also... my mind, so...
Oh, boy. Both...
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the... Thank you,
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my
Então
investigation...
vamos seguir em frente. Ali. Não sei se a gente sobe, se a gente desce. Aí desce.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey! Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. We'll deal with...
E vai aparecer a galera.
Look, that's the same light.
Vai todo mundo ajudar ela.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too? Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, man.
Don't!
Danger is our
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When this...
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all time...
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope. This hope is the light that...
Everyone on...
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but what...
Ok.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
Thank you all. I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. The monsters will definitely come back. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back.
When everyone sees...
Well, what
We will stay here and guard against... We are brothers in...
Ok.
Just leave it. But the Almighty, no matter what kind of...
Thank you all very much. I should not have left.
Don't worry, with you leading us.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people said the result being that in the set you could take the view that, but even so, they are due a resolution.
Well,
Thank you for your comforting words. I used to think just like that, but what Inazuma needs more than a... Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was. I still... Yes, they are. As the Raiden Shogun they revere.
Well said.
Change will come to Inazuma. And with it, no matter how long it takes. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work.
Alrighty then. What? He looks calm. She seems to have changed a lot. Huh? What's wrong, eh?
E ela tá bichada.
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like the situation. No need. I need to go to the...
Why?
A battleground.
Vixe. Aqui teleportamos para... Então, galerinha, para a gente abrir ali embaixo vai ter um electrograma aqui. A gente vai pegar esse electrograma. E a gente vai passar por aqui e chegar ali na parte para a gente continuar nossa história. Portal.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
This is a place.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Where are we Paimon! Whoa. This place... Look, it's another egg!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within. But should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice!
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or I'm here to show you we are both warriors.
Wait!
Elas vão estar
The
juntas?
discomfort I was experiencing, as she indicates, but inside a realm of consciousness. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Hey, showdown with the
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. I would not try to...
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But...
My form is a symbol of supreme... It inherits A's pain. Every action undertaken is determination. Only rules shall Those were my thoughts. Now, they are tower. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A.
E
In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni Maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Weak. Pathetic. Weak. The illusion shattered, torn to oblivion.
oh, que isso faz com essa mulher aí?
That once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered!
Shine down! Now you shall perish, Shadow. Pathetic. Weak. Pathetic. Your verdict is decided. Be gone! Absurd. Weak. Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion. Illusion.
Ela tá esquivando a minha ult, é isso mesmo?
Remove all obstacles. Shine down. There is no escape. Now you shall perish. The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma. I shall not fall here.
E aí? Ah, também me recuperei.
Stillness transcendent. Absurd. There is no escape. Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Boa, segundo derrotado.
Crumbles before.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long?
How the heck?
In this realm, she was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any.
Then, does that mean this is good?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change. And Ina's, this is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times 500 years ago, here in the present, it is about time I understand that. I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that during my absence, I place...
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Ok.
Looks like we got kicked. Oh, what do we do? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. Yeah, is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. Oh, but we also... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't fail Paimon now. Oh, you're right. Who knows?
What? Another bad one? No, let me try again.
Someone's not in the best of moods. I hope you realize how lucky you are.
But you...
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah. Something really big.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off. Impossibly stubborn. Jump straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it, so you seem to be under the impression that I am able to...
Is she playing dumb?
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. But really, all I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura.
Because Raiden Makoto is no...
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. Anyway, we needn't... First things first.
Vamos pular aqui de volta. A gente vai precisar disso aqui, ó. Ah, já tá assim a barreira. Ok.
Now then, I always have my way to the outsider, the realm. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location.
So, it's abstract.
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, this is precisely why when entering the plane of Euthymia, it's...
What? Alright, well, I might sing it.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. I say. Oh, nothing. It just seems... By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the... Well then, the door's open. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing.
That's enough chat. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Huh? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed it? This is a duel to It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity over countless battles. Not once have you lost. And never have you... Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against... For your firm commitment, you bring on... Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years... Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. You have endured. I will endure forever. Illusion shattered. In spirit. Shine down. Purge all obstacles. In spirit. There is no escape. Shine down.
Ok, temos.
This, I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But a will that cannot be eroded. You need not worry about the future. And I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, yet my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now can, and whenever I think of this, I feel something's the blade that I inherited from Makoto. I noticed it. This power, this blade, it was at once a familiar. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. From this day forth, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, you truly, I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not but as a warrior. It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full... a convoluted way to reach you, but... well, there was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could, but... everything happened so sudden. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you. A little... Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place... in my present form, I can no longer perceive time. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. Don't look down on me. It was with this possibility in mind. Here, take that it is you.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted this. No matter what you make of it, it's quite...
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Eternity is a concept
A place where perhaps that is the reason. And yet, that sense of disorder.
I don't... I know what you mean. Perhaps Makoto got without the sacred Sakura. Inazuma...
I know you've tried in the past.
No.
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obvious. I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of kids, and obviously it's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly. At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also, suffice to say, time, fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Mok.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always...
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was my first thought was... has a great disaster but it turned out you had come to rescue me. You too have my thanks. My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was... After all, you saw Makoto...
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. I have to say, she even factored my immature... It's all thanks to her that I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that...
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and...
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on.
Makoto said...
Great minds think alike, I wonder... Does that qualify? Actually, no. Forget...
We will have to end the frivolities there. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things current after that.
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead. I'm looking forward.
Então, galerinha, concluímos aí nossa missão lendária. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Deixa aquele like, se inscreva no canal. Se você não for inscrito, Vitor Dias, ative aí o sininho das notificações para você receber a notificação dos vídeos. Queria agradecer o pessoal que está se inscrevendo no canal, o pessoal está deixando aqui os comentários, o pessoal está compartilhando aí os vídeos nas redes sociais. Muito obrigado. E a gente se vê no próximo vídeo. Valeu, falou e fui!